Sabi ko,
Kasi may ikaw tayo naman.
Uy!
there, okay na siya.
Ay, dati
Okay na
blonde
siya.
ako.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay.
Ay, bagay kay Niso.
Oh my God.
Have you ever been in a situation where someone suddenly stops talking to you? No messages, calls, just pure silence.
Yeah, that kind of silence can say a lot, even when there are no words spoken. Sometimes it feels like punishment or maybe a way of avoiding having conflict.
Or worse, yung parang minumulto ka. You don't even know what happened. They just disappeared.
Silent treatment when communication stops.
We'll talk about how avoiding communication can affect relationships, whether it's between friends, partners, or even family.
Wait! Cue the intro.
As you can see, meron tayong special guest, si Levi.
Whoa!
How are you, Levi?
I'm doing good, you know. It's cool. I'm
Do
doing
you
good.
know why we chose you to be our guest?
Yes. I don't actually.
Because in today's episode, we'll mainly focus and we'll broaden our topic in relationships, particularly romantic ones. So, he has a girlfriend. He doesn't.
Okay, dahil na camera ka.
This person doesn't because he was broken up. So today, in today's episode, after all the confessions, we'll be discussing the difference and the experiences of a person who is now in a relationship and a person who's been in a relationship and now single.
Heartbroken.
Heartbroken.
That's so great to hear. Now, before you read your responses, let's connect this to what we talked about in our last episode. The EVLN model.
It describes 4 ways people react when they're unhappy in a relationship. Exit, voice, neglect, and loyalty.
Silent treatment falls under neglect. When they start to care less or even when someone leaves a situation. Because instead of communicating, people choose to distance themselves.
Now, we'll be reading some of your responses. Okay, so first one is from Ekel. Ekel. E-K-E-L. Bago nga pala, yung question na nilagay namin sa form is, have you ever experienced avoiding communication or has someone done it to you? How did it affect your relationships or your relationship to the person who did it to you? Ang sagot ni Ekel is, I have avoided on communicating to someone and that has really affected the relationship I had with that person. Me and that person do not really talk anymore as we are not as close as we used to be. It really did mess up our relationship and make it painful.
Marcella, you have expertise in ghosting someone. Can you provide your insights on this?
Wait, wait, can I read it again?
Oh my God.
We're busy by
Very broad ang ni Ekel.
Yeah.
Siguro
Ang ba niya?
ayaw niya masyadong pag-usapan ng topic na to.
But of course, you have the right to not tell everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a safe space.
Maybe it's hurting you, so it's you first. You have to take responsibility that you didn't have any closure. Closure is important, so.
I mean, let me ask the audience.
Okay.
Wala kami masyadong sinabi.
Next question. Okay. Me, I'll read, right? Okay. I'm personally not the best with communicating, but I take plenty measures to help myself. Although, because of this, one difficult situation I found myself in was when I had a boyfriend who also had a hard time
Ano,
communicating
kanina
and
pa ako
expressing
dito.
their feelings and telling
Wala
me.
ka bang
I was really in love with him and his flaws, like said avoidance.
Oh,
Were things I felt capable of fixing with
I can
him
fix it.
in the long run. But as time passed, something always felt off or something felt missing in the relationship, leading it to end sourly. As much as I truly enjoyed his company and all his promises made, I knew that the downside of it all wasn't worth it. Because I was the only one seeking and hoping for resolution and change. So if the only person want help or see the importance of getting better, especially for your shared relationship, there's really little to nothing you can do.
Clock it. Went through our stuff. Clock it. Stole the.
You can only do so much. Of course, this is only based on my experience and how I've understood certain aspects of that relationship. Special mention kay Kristen, love you, good luck sa project.
I love
mo.
you.
So what guys can you feel about that? Because wow, I feel like we can never saying of, oh, I can fix him or I can fix that person to be a better person for me. It's like you're loving the person for not the person they are. You're loving the idea of that person, of what you wanted them to be. You think that, oh, there's potential in that person, there's potential. But what if that is the future? Like, there's a saying na parang, oh, things could have been better, what if we didn't break up, what would happen, like, we would have been like that. But that is what would happen. You guys breaking up, that's your future together. You guys breaking up.
At saka what if the other person doesn't really want to change? Gets mo ako. Kasi, ay, kunwari, kay Marcela, nagsasabihin ko siya na do this, do that. And then, it's up to her whether if she will change. It's up to her.
Okay, so
I remember like if you want someone and then let's say they have this addiction
Is it an
and then
addiction?
you expect
Is it an
to quit that
addiction? No, I don't think
from
I think it's an
someone,
addiction.
walang addiction or like a harmful addiction, then that's wrong. Kasi if you really want a person na hindi at walang addiction or walang bad habits, you should find someone na wala talaga in the first place. Yung ikaw magbabago. Kasi you're not their parent. You're not their parent.
Levi, thoughts?
yeah, as a person who's in a relationship. Oh yeah.
I'd like if Blue could go first.
Okay, the person who was broken up. Okay, so
Not mutual. Kasi I can fix him, pero wala dito yung ano.
Who's him?
I can change myself. I can make myself better for her. So parang yung babae lang talaga yung nag-e-effort na to fix the relationship, to safeguard the relationship. And it's a very hard thing to do.
Kasi one-sided lang.
Kasi one-sided nga lang. Kung madami siyang walls na ayaw niya makapag-share sa'yo, edi he doesn't really love you. He doesn't want to share his experiences with you. Kasi nga, in relationship, you share things together. You share things together nga. Yung experiences niyo, yung hardship niyo. Pero kung ayaw niya i-share yun sa'yo, parang wala na din kwenta.
okay, so
Yun ang thoughts
the
ko.
person who's now currently in a relationship.
Thoughts?
I believe that when you're in a relationship talaga, both parties really do need to communicate how they feel to one another. Especially kung isipin mo, if the girl is reaching out sa boy mismo, asking na, oh, what can I do to help you? How can I fix this? Ganun. And the boy just refuses to change. That's less on you and that's less on your fault. Because if a person truly doesn't want to change for you, there's not much you can do for them. In that context.
Wise words from Levi.
Why is that?
Those are the comments from the person who's been broken up and the person who's not broken
But
up.
my emphasis on broken up.
Okay, next question. Okay.
Okay, I read. With my girlfriend, I guess, on both ends, I used to just agree with her, saying, "You're right, I understand," just to avoid fights or further arguments. It affected my relationship because I wasn't able to clearly communicate how I felt due to just agreeing all the time. I recently fixed this, being more open with how I feel and not worrying whether it starts a fight or not, because everything can and will be fixed with enough time and love and care.
Wait, did they say the name? The name of the
Oh,
person?
Oh,
We
yung
should
name
Si
ba?
LV.
Si LV.
That's from
Si LV pala. From last episode.
Dalawang sagot niya. So guys,
Aww.
please answer our forms for the next episode.
Yeah, guys.
That's who?
Ay, ano guys?
Look around, everybody else now.
What can you say about profession?
Ako nakaka-relate ako na kasi minsan ayaw kong palaki yung problema or yung fight. Kaya sabi ko, oo, ikaw na tama. Or you're right, ganito, ganyan. Kahit na hindi ko na-explain side ko, yung feelings ko, hindi ko gina-justify. Sinasabi ko lang na okay na, tama na. Parang hindi na lumakalala yung problema. Kasi nakaka-affect rin siya. The bigger that fight, parang mas na-stress ako. Oo, ako lang.
So, no,
Parang,
go. The person who was broken up. So,
hindi naman kasi ako yung type na nag-agree lang. I argue.
oh, you can see that.
Yeah, we can
Okay,
see
po.
that.
You can see that from the past.
Episode.
For you, what do you feel about this confession
I
in the
think-
Yakas?
I think I do relate to yung parang you always agree with the other person so you get out. But at the same time, when you do that, or parang you're pushing down your own feelings just for the other person to feel better na wala silang ginagawang like masama or like hindi kayo nag-aaway so that you feel better. But because of that, it bottles up all that like resentment and all of that like yung emotions mo that when it does come out in a fight talaga. As in, it's like,
Parang sa
ayun nga, parang sasabi ko.
Or at least, na ano niya, inayos.
I mean, this can apply for a lot of the older generation with their marriages, because it's always not to generalize, but it's always the wife who's always agreeing with the husband. If they want to go somewhere, it's the husband's decision. If they want to do something for the family, it's the husband's decision. Like, there's no communication. There's no.
Vice versa.
Yeah. Okay, next question.
Thank you, LV.
Nasibu ko?
It's from.
Wait, where's the name?
Oh,
Ria.
Ria.
Hey, Ria.
Okay.
Yes,
Fine,
I
Ria.
started having trust issues with people who aren't vocal with their thoughts. And to the friend whom I had miscommunication with. And then we cut ties. Wow. I think they're avoiding future problems. They thought two steps ahead. I feel like they realize that there's more to lose than to gain in the friendship for both parties. So.
I mean, I think we can all see a common factor problem in all of these relationships. Of course, we're doing a study because we see that a lot of breakups, a lot of mishaps happens because of the lack of communication talaga. So, at least this podcast is all about that.
I guess from the perspective of the other person, maybe they don't see the other person as trusted or madami silang pinagdadaanan na maybe tingin nila masyado mabigat for the other person. So, I guess it's depending really on the situation. May mga things din naman ako na feeling ko, medyo joyful naman akong tao. If I have sad thoughts, hindi ko din sasabihin sa kanila eh.
You have sad
Hot
times.
dog.
Love you guys. Don't forget to smile.
Yeah, and sometimes if I feel like na it won't benefit my relationship with the other person. So why would I say
Pero gets ko naman din kung bakit iiwas na siya sa mga ganong tao. That's weird. Kasi pag naranasan mo yung paulit-ulit, why would you put yourself in that situation?
Okay. Next question. Ha.
So this question is from,
What's this?
back in 9th grade, I had this friend who kept on trauma dumping on me, to the point that it was almost every day. I got tired and eventually stopped chatting with this person. But then, our history teacher made us not only seatmates, but also group mates for the whole term. We had to make a poster together. I was still mad at this person, and since our other group mates weren't helping, mga pabuhay, I ended up doing the project by myself. My friend was actually trying to help, but because we weren't talking, our output didn't turn out that well. We eventually got a B minus on that project. Looking back, I do not regret not
I do regret.
I do regret. Okay, I do regret not communicating because I should have stayed professional and separated my emotions from this project. Thankfully, we were able to reconcile after. So, what are you guys' thoughts on?
Happy naman kasi yung trauma dumping everyday.
Yeah.
But every little thing na nangyari sa buhay, may trauma dump ko sa kaibigan mo. There's some things na hindi mo na kailangan sabihin. So, the other person.
But I feel like this person sees that person, that friend, not as close. Because like, diba, some friends, they like talking about everything, every part of their life, body, something like that. But I feel like this